Do you know how humans spend their time in the upper class of the future? They are trying to please the plutocrats from all walks of life, and beautiful women have become drinking vessels. These people, in pursuit of fun, came up with an even more excessive way to play, that is, the beauty dissection. If the future development of human technology is to eat and drink for pleasure, I would rather stay in today's era. This woman is called Gatling, the creator of the KAK girl group. All she does is to get more benefits where the plutocrats are concerned. A beautiful woman is strapped to the operating table to be slaughtered, no matter how to call for help is to no avail. The girl was begging the doctor to leave her alone. That's when a doctor named Ben Ruan quietly registered an unknown potion for her. It turns out that Dr. Ben Ruan has long been tired of their control. In order to get rid of this black-hearted organization, he developed the technology of plant transplantation and took the girl as an experimental subject. After the injection, the girl had already lost her life signs. Gatling, in front of the crowd, said, "This is what happens when you go against me." At that moment, her man, He Zaiwu, came over. He had heard that the girl's father was looking for his daughter everywhere in the morning. If his father heard that something bad had happened to his child, he would not be able to let it go. Gatling didn't care and said, "Then no one will be left alive. I will let his family all dead." The scene shifts to the laboratory. The girl who was registered with the drug is already lying in the bathtub. Ben Ruan is standing aside to observe her condition. The plant heart affected by the potion has begun to grow in the girl's body and activate every one of her blood vessels. At that moment, his men came running to say that He Zaiwu had been kidnapped and the company demanded that the lab be shut down immediately. While they were talking, the girl's hair and skin were slowly changing color. Soon she woke up. She got up and looked closely at her body, feeling that some kind of life form would come out of her body at any moment. It was as if the plants inside her body knew her inner thoughts and could be manipulated at her whim. At that moment she heard the conversation between the two men, and hearing that her family was about to be driven to extinction, she realized that she absolutely could not let it go. She saw countless vines slowly growing out of her fingers, and the plant life forms that emerged from all over her body seemed to have minds and were ready to fight alongside her. She decided to use her last life to fight Gatling to the end. He is the father of Qiao Anil, Qiao Jigang. He kidnapped He Zaiwu in order to exchange hostages for his daughter. Despite being kidnapped, He Zaiwu still spoke with great disdain. "Just a few of you want to kidnap me?" Qiao Jigang froze when he heard his words. "What do you mean by that?" He Zaiwu showed an evil smile and said, "Tonight none of you will walk out of this door alive." At that moment, three very sexy girls came behind them, the KAK girls. They wore trench coats and said nothing, with a unique sense of mystery. Qiao Jigang immediately felt bad, and several men raised their guns and aimed at the mysterious women. At the same time, the entire vigilante team arrived on the scene. But the vigilantes did not come to punish evil and promote good. They fired a shot at Qiao Jigang's men. Qiao Jigang saw that things were not going well and turned around and prepared to kill He Zaiwu. Just as the shot was about to be fired, one of the mysterious women suddenly made a move. She stretched out her double head with 6 fingers and clamped it firmly around Qiao Jigang's head. Qiao Jigang was immediately put under control and could not move. He Zaiwu blocked Qiao Jigang's gun with his hand, full of disdain, said, "Your daughter died 8 hours ago, now it's your turn to go to heaven with her." After that, Qiao Jigang died in pain under the control of the 6-fingered woman. He let out a hiss of extreme pain and struggled needlessly but to no avail. And all the men Qiao Jigang brought with him were also killed. It is believed that Qiao Jigang did not even know what killed him until he died. After finishing a few people, He Zaiwu walked out of the room with 3 women, leaving a few corpses behind. Only the vigilantes were left to check if there were any survivors left at the scene. At that moment, Qiao Anil finally arrived, and seeing the tragic state of the place, she regretted that she came too late to save her father. Qiao Anil, who was filled with hatred, took control of her body and grew long vines to control the remaining people and said, "You murderers! I want you to bury my father." She gave an order to the vines, "Now, "Go and kill them, leaving no one behind." The vine accepted the order and grew terribly large, gradually growing into an oversized cannibal flower, opening its bloody mouth towards the people in front of it. Gatling, at this time, was holding a carnival feast. After the KAK female group came out, there was a cheer. In the crowd, only Qiao Anil, who had regained her human form, was also seen hiding among them, staring deadly at the people on stage with meaningful eyes.